Now, this is a great comparison that has been demonstrated in the China study book. They compared the average man of 65 kilograms in weight, the American man compared to the Chinese man. Although the average American man is heavier than that, they also wanted to compare the average office worker in China, as Chinese tend to be more active compared to the US. So again, they wanted to keep those comparisons quite similar. But for this exercise, they wanted to keep the weight build and the exercise content quite similar. They compared the average Chinese guy who was eating a predominantly plant-based diet to the American man who eats a standard American diet. And this is what they found. Now, this was taken quite a while ago, and what they found was that in China, the average man was eating quite a bit more calories compared to the US. In China, they were eating around about 2,641 calories compared to the US, which is 1,989. And the fat intake out of this was 14.5 grams compared to the 34 to 38 grams in the US. So the US was eating a lot more fat. Now, the dietary fibre is much higher on the average Chinese man compared to the US man, and the protein is around about 64 grams compared to the US, which is around about 91 grams, which indicates that they were eating far much more meat compared to the China market. And out of that is that the US was eating around about 10 to the 11% of their calories from meat source proteins, compared to the China, which is very little, which is around about 0.8. They ate very little meat. They didn't cut it out or anything like that. They're not vegan or anything like that, but they ate a lot less. But even though they were eating a lot less, their iron intake is much higher compared to the US guy. In China, it's 34 compared to the US, which is around about 18. Very interesting.